visiting those children, as mommy has already said, letting them know that you care about them. And I also want to use this medium to let parents know that mommy do tell us that cancer is abnormal growth we find in our body. So as a parent, you checking up on your children, you should be observant, noticing any abnormality in the child. You should just take the child straight to the hospital instead of taking the child to churches. God can do everything, but he needs a medium to perform his miracle. And that medium is you going to the hospital, administering the right thing for that child and suffering the child at the initial time. I also want to thank my mom for all the support. I'm a big struggle today because she was by my side. If she had left me, I don't know. I hope I could be. I want to thank her and everyone, my family, my friends. They really made me strong. Even when I had to resume school, I never feel regret that anything happened to me because of the people around me. They always made me happy. So I want to thank the organization, Children Living in Cancer Foundation, for doing this. And God will surely bless you, Mom. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Oluchi. It all started when I was in primary 5, when I was 10 years old. I was always feeling stomach upset then in school. Every time I was always having stomach upset.
Okay,
Every time I was always feeling sick, stomach upset. Every time my stomach is paining me, my stomach is paining me. So we went to hospital. We went to a private hospital. The doctor said he could treat it. He gave me some drugs that actually subdued the pain. But after some time, my mom felt something growing inside my stomach. The thing was just getting big, 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 big. It was not up to 2 months. The thing was, I was looking like a pregnant woman at the age of, I was 10 then. I was looking like a pregnant girl and I was 10 then. So we went to a private hospital. The doctor said that he's going to operate me. He's going to do an operation on me. So we had the surgery. Everything went down. Later on, the same thing came out again. And this time it was double. My stomach, all the vein on my stomach was showing. And I was still small then. That was when I was 11 or 12. So the doctor was like, he did not have any, he could not find any cure to the, he cannot find any cure to the, illness. So we went to, General Hospital. We were transferred to General Hospital in Solo. When we went there, they could not find what was doing me. So they transferred me to Lagos University Teaching Hospital, that's LUTH. So when we went there, we went through different type of tests. We went through tests for over 3 months. They could not find what was doing me. So they later transferred me to Enugu Teaching Hospital, where they did a biopsy and brought out the thing from my stomach. They did the test. When they did the test, they confirmed that it was cancer. So from there, they started giving me drugs. They gave me chemotherapy for up to 6 months. And during that period, I wasn't myself at all. I was getting thin. My hair, I did not have any hair on my head. I was very sick when they were giving me the chemotherapy. I was not even, and the drug was very, very expensive. That was when we had an encounter with Dr. Nwobbi. I want to thank her very much because she really supported my family. The drugs was very expensive. She really helped in the drugs. She helped very much because the drugs was very, very expensive. From there, they treated me. We went through series of tests. After we went through series of tests, they confirmed that the cancer had been gone. In fact, my stomach went to normal. Everything, I was just normal. The stomach upset went. Everything was in place. I want to thank Dr. Nwobbi for the support, for the drugs, for the medicine. In fact, everything was so expensive, but God took his place. I also want to thank God. I want to thank my mom, my dad. In fact, I gave my mom thumbs up. She really helped me. In the hospital, I stayed for 4 months. They could not find what was doing me, but she stood near me, she stood by my side. She told me that all will be well, that I should not give up. She helped me. She said that I should not give up at all, because God will do all things. And through her, I had this boldness, I have this confidence that the Lord will be my strength. And after everything, I was so happy when they discharged me. I was going for clinic actually. I went for clinic. After the clinic, we finished the clinic, we finished the treatment, and now I'm healthy and sound. I want to thank everybody that supported me. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Dr. Nwobbi. Thank you very much.
I must admit that Oluchi here for me is another miracle. Why it took so long for the diagnosis to be made was that she had ovarian cancer. You can imagine, I mean, the doctors weren't expecting ovarian cancer in a little girl. I mean, if it was a big woman, you know, it's understandable, but for a little child like that, it wasn't something that, so she had the pediatricians, that's doctors that treat children, as well as the O&G doctors team up to make that diagnosis. So please give it up for Oluchi, because she's our miracle baby. And like I said, she's a special person. She's going to be a nurse. Yes, Timothy.
Good evening to you all. My name is Timothy. I want to thank God I'm here today to witness this day, to be among you all. I want to thank my dad personally again for being there for me all this while. It has not been easy for going to any means. He has been there for me, even for my family, other my siblings. He's been taking care of me all this while. It just started far back as 2012. During this public holiday, we went to my auntie's place. Then I started developing temperature, a sign of malaria. Then my daddy deported us back home because of my illness. We couldn't spend much there at my aunt's place. Then we went to Secretariat Hospital. They will treat me for that same malaria. I've been taking malaria drug, collecting injection for malaria. Nothing, there's no improvement. Then I went back home. She came back. They said I went back home. I was started coughing. I was thinking it was TB. I was treated for TB for over a month. Then they saw that there's no improvement. Then they discovered some lymph nodes on my neck. The doctor discovered it. Lymph nodes on my neck. They said they took part of it because they cannot remove everything. So they took part of it as to go and test in their labs. So when they went to check it, they discovered it was cancer. Then they transferred us back to Lutz. Then the doctor said you cannot use that same result. You have to test it by themselves. So we went back. Daddy went back to collect the sample for the test. They discovered it was cancer. Then 2013, one of the matron introduced us to Dr. Nwobbi. I really thank God for her. She has been still there for me in times of drugs. She has been there. I really thank God for all she has done for me and my dad, and for other children too. I received the treatment. While receiving the treatment, my first treatment, before receiving the treatment, they treated me for malaria for over like 1 month because they want to know if it's malaria or not or other type of diseases. Then when they start treating me, there was one sign of reaction. I couldn't feel it, but I knew that something is working. I put prayer on it because it's pray and work. That's what God said. Then after I received the treatment for 2.5 years or so, I did my exam, my school start. After doing my school start, that same year, at the end of the year, that was November, December, I started developing symptoms of that was temperature and yeah, cold. Then they took me back to Lutz. They said that this is another kind of secondary cancer that happens at any time. It can happen to anybody. Then they started treating me. That was 2016. Yes, 2016. I remember. They treated me for they call it Hodgkin's lymphoma. That's the secondary cancer. After treating me this year, after treating me, that was I took treatment finish. I finished the course. Then early this year, I developed another temperature, that same symptom. And to God be the glory. I finished the chemotherapy, and they say we are going to go and do radiotherapy. Then I'm still working on it. But I'm a cancer survivor, as Dr. Nwobbi has said. I'm still battling with the second one.
Not only me, I'm not only the person saying that you are a survivor. You are a survivor. No matter what the devil is thinking, you are a survivor, Timothy. Timothy is doing very well, and by God's grace, we are looking for the funds to send him to Abuja. See, the thing about Nigeria is that we have radiotherapy machines in Lutz, we have at Lasut, but they are all broken down. So you can imagine the stress on the family. Him leaving Lagos to go to Abuja, the transportation, the accommodation, the feeding. Now you are feeding two families because one is in Abuja, one is in Lagos. They live in Ogun State actually. They come from all the way from Ogun State to this place. So you have two families. Then the treatment cost is inclusive. So it's not a child's play at all. Daddy Shedrack will tell you how much MRI costs for Shedrack. The last one we did, I think last week was 77,000 naira for a test, one test out of the many that he's asked to do. You know, so you can imagine Timothy going to Abuja, he's going to do the MRI. Now that he's almost an adult, he may be asked to pay adult fee in Abuja because they don't know him the way we know him in Lagos. So all these things are things that, you know, we put into consideration when we are seeking for funds for him. And I want to, you know, say here, it's not Dr. Nwobbi, it's Children Living with Cancer Foundation. I'm only heading the organization that has been helping, you know, and is with the help of everyone whom I come across. I ask people, please, I have children who need your help. 1,000 naira here, 500 naira there, 5,000, you know, everything helps. Everything helps. The radiotherapy in Abuja for Timothy is starting off from 300,000 naira, right? That is Timothy. For a child.
Child is 300. Then when you are adults, it's double.
So we're not sure how they will treat him when he gets to Abuja. I want to introduce this darling daughter of mine, Kenechukwu. Kene, oh yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Doctors and nurses, my name is Kenechukwu Agu. I am 9 years old. I am a cancer survivor. This is possible because of God, my parents, and children living with cancer. Foundation. This is when I was in Unilag. I have something swollen up at my left hand side. So my parents saw it. My mother first saw it. My mother told my father. My father carried me to Lut. Then they treated me. They gave me tests. Then they gave me bed. So, Dr. Nwobbi, that's when I know Dr. Nwobbi. She always take care of me. She's the one that I trust very well. Thank you all.
Okay, quickly before he says something, I would like to appreciate if some of you that have phones, if you can do live streaming, let people see, let people hear them live, please. I just record and everything about this. Let them hear these people's stories. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to help my daughter, but I don't have much to say. Because as the first speaker has said it before, or the metro, when you enter the world, you too, you may not even eat that day. Because when I went with my daughter to Lut, I first of all took her to staff school clinic, because she was in staff school. So the doctors there tested her and called me, because by then I was facing my own problem. Just a year I was down for stroke. So the doctor said, Daddy, if I tell you what is wrong, you can, I don't know how far you will fail. And going to Lut, unless you have somebody, because going there, going here, you climb 2-story, 3-story, 4-story. Can you do it? I say yes, I can do it. It's a question of life. I have to go. So he gave me paper. Though immediately we got there, so they looked at her and it's their staff. So they have to run around and call the doctors and what they call them. So they all came. And when they saw him, they said, okay, that should pay so amount. So I have to organize myself. Then they took her to the theater. She went to the theater 10 minutes after 11 on Sunday morning. So we thought it's just about 30 minutes or 1 hour show. Until it was 10 minutes to 12 midnight. I said, no, my pikin don't go with that. But God forbid. If you want to know people who can pray, near theater, or where women want to deliver, you will know, yes, there are people who can pray. So I went there until that after 12, they brought her out. And it was another thing. Then we thank God. I really thank God, because when I went to the hospital, the doctors, they said, yes, your care area, this stage 1 going to 2. So because of that, don't fear. You go to the operation and you must come out alive. But the problem, the challenge I had was, when I was there, I was sleeping on the ground. For that 6 months, with that my sickness, everything, even I don't even know that something is wrong with me again. Because I said, God, If somebody must go in my family, it's me that will go, so that these children will live. But I thank God because His will, He did. So until after about 2 months, 2 times, I don't have money again. Then we left for home. Then the nurses and the metro were calling me for appointment. I said, I won't come to with that money because it takes a lot of money. So as God may have it, I was praying. Yeah, God, can I be looking at this child? He just go like that because of money. So God did it. God answered his prayer. It's God that answers prayer. So one faithful Saturday like that, the metro called me. He said, where am I? I said, I'm in the house. He said, the baby called. He said, he's here. He's lying down. He said, okay, that I should be coming on Monday. And somebody come and he heard about the sickness and he volunteered to take care of the child, no matter the amount. It's Dr. Nwobbi. So for children living with cancer foundation. I was so glad. So immediately on Monday, before Monday, or that Monday, I went to his office. It's okay, that I shouldn't worry. I should be going. That they should make the medicine, everything for the treatment available. And he continued with it until that 6 months complete. Then she went to test, and the doctor said she is free. And they refer us to another place. And we went there, they said, okay, we will come back for checkup after 12 months. I said, 12 months, long. 1 year with that, which means it has gone. And since that day up to today, so the Lord did it. So I really thank God for Children Living with Cancer Foundation. They have done a lot. So, and I want to tell people that children do have cancer. And please, when you notice anything in the abnormal things in the body of your child, please come meet doctor, consult the doctor because they know about it much. Even this one, somebody came to me from Delta, Edo State. He said, this kind of thing that his father used to do it. He will give him one leaf, then he will shoot everything out. I said, okay. So if to say I follow that method, I could have lost my daughter. So thank you.
Thank you. Actually, Kenechukwu had cancer of the kidney. And like the dad says, it was stage 1. So with everything that we've heard, the most important thing really is the knowledge. We know now that there's no person here living this hall today that will say that he or she does not know that children do have cancer. That's the first thing. The second thing is early presentation. If there's anything at all that you're not sure of, please send the child to a healthcare giver. I'll use this opportunity to tell us the sensual signs. These are signs and symptoms that if anybody sees in any child should set off, warning bells in one's mind. It's SILUAN. The S says seek medical advice for whatever it is that you don't understand in a child, whatever it is. And if whatever it is repeating itself, for instance, malaria and leukemia actually have similar symptoms. So if a child is treated for malaria constantly, every day, waiting, that child should be checked out. The next one is the eye. Then that, tells us about our eyes. If there's anything around the eye that is not regular, is out of the norm, check that child out. Mommy Shemilore, please come so that we can look at Shemilere's eye. Is she crying? Sorry, just can she come through here? So this is Shemilere, and this is her mother. They came to us when Shemilere was 11 months, Abby. When you saw me was when she was 11 months. So her started when she was 9 months. So you can see how young she is. In fact, she has taken about 3 or 4 chemotherapy courses. How many? 3, yes. And the eye has reduced markedly because when she came, the eye was, you know,
when it first started. No, she's a year plus now. And it started around March. We even think it was a void or something. But really, it's a week. It's not even more than a week. It's just started when coming out of my test, like it's bigger than this. Bigger. So we don't take
this is
penicillin, putting all sort of things like that. So unknowingly, it's just bigger. So it's when it just coming out like this. It's then we now carry her to the hospital. So
for me, it's okay. Thank you. Please go and sit down. So, like I said, anything at all in the eye, her own eye problem is actually retinoblastoma. Retina. That means it's originated from the eyes. You understand? Because you can have another kind of swelling that could be neuroblastoma, which is like from neurons, these nerve cells behind the eye, pushing out that eyeball. That's the eye. The L is for lungs. Anyway, Timothy spoke about lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are like lumps. Abi? So, any lumps anywhere should be checked out. The U is almost like the S. Any unknown symptoms, whatever it is. Sometimes you see children passing blood into the urine. That is not normal, so that child should be checked out. The A is for aches and pain, broken bones, or easily broken bones, like Dera's own. Dera's leg, the bones in her leg broke. I know that our children fall down every day, but on falling down, their bones don't break. But when there is something wrong with that bone, the bone becomes brittle and breaks or snaps easily. So, any aches and pain, easy fractures and things like that should be checked out. The N is for neurological signs. You know, I always say this. When we give birth to babies, they don't have, or they need to achieve milestones. The milestones are like having neck control, being able to sit down by themselves, being able to stand, to walk, to run, to feed themselves. When any of these milestones starts regressing, that child needs some investigations carried out on him or her. So in a nutshell, this is what sensorial science says. As parents, like Dara said, we need to check our children. We need to check our children. We've had a 3-year-old child whose tailor was the person that felt the lump in the child's abdomen. Kenechiku's own was felt by her mom because the mother is a caring mother. She knew that this thing shouldn't be here. And the only way she would know is by knowing her child and touching her child in a good way to find out what is going on with her child. Thank you very much. Josephine.
Okay, thank you all. You can go to your seats. Thank you. Okay, you can all see for yourselves, it's really emotional, and So you imagine, but initially when I wanted to start this, like I used to say, I just had that thought that most of the things we do in Nigeria, I don't know if it's Africa in general, we focus majorly on adults. So I wanted to create a niche for children in the arts. And people that know me very well, they know that if you call me for anything, if it's not child related, I won't do it. Because that is how passionate I am about children. So the first time I wanted to do my exhibition, it was, let me just say, it's God that pushed me. Because Children with Cancer has been existing for 15 years. This year will make it 15 years. Can you imagine 15 years and most people still don't know? I don't even know until 3 years ago. So it was while I was planning the exhibition, somebody told me about the artworks. I was like, oh, maybe this is a medium. You know, sometimes there are some partnerships that God will build just to push some things out. So when it came to me, I was like, okay, as much as I had my own inclination towards the arts for children, why don't I channel it? Let us save lives using children's talents. So that is the reason for everything now. Like, let us do it to save lives. People will support, people will know, and children's lives will be saved. Let me tell you, in the whole of the world, Nigeria, when 100% children have cancer in Nigeria, over 90% die. That's the fact. But with things like this, I'm very certain we'll reduce the death rate. So coming up next, very quickly before the stage production is, there are a group that has been supporting our exhibition from day one. They came the first year, they were there the second year. The first year we had it at Unilag, JP Clark Center, Unilag sponsored. The second one we had it at Freedom Park, the museum, the sponsored, and they are still here again the third time. And they're one of our sponsors, and they are Queen's Arts and Concert. Please give them a round of applause.